Hello and welcome to a BWB bonus stream. That's right, it's a Tuesday and it's time to do something that's not model kit assembly. And before we get into that, I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, the Tier 2 blue emote in chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. If you feel like being a lurker, this is your opportunity to go ahead and lurk. You could just lurk and hang out if you wanted to. It's a Tuesday, as I mentioned, and that means if you like big numbers, this game has them, says Lee Bimmy. Yes, this number go up. That is true. We are going to be checking out, for the second time on this channel, Nubby's Number Factory, where indeed the numbers do go up. They go up quite a bit. I'm just turning down a few settings here. Okay, great. Sorry, I'm just going into the settings and changing them around. Back in items, perk, sound effects, particles. We'll do most particles, not all particles. We'll do most particles because I have a feeling that some of these numbers are going to get wild and crazy. Yeah, so Tuesdays are a day where I do something that's not model kit building. We're checking out Nubby's Number Factory. It is my favorite game of 2025 so far. It is just a wild, weird thing. It's like Peggle. If Peggle was like, if they wanted you to break it. You know what I mean? There's a point you can get in Nubby's Number Factory where the numbers go up so high that it tells you the game is broken. I have gotten into infinite loops where I had to hit the end button ending a round exists because you can get into an infinite loop and then it just keeps going and going and going. It's just wild. But then also sometimes you just like eat shit and lose real quickly. It's kind of a bastard, but we'll get into it. We'll get into the game here. Let me turn the audio on for y'all. And if you need more audio, let me know and I can get in there. But let's go to the game feed. Here's the game feed. Nubby's Number Factory. It has a like, I don't know what to call this style of game, but it's definitely got some weird vibes to it of its art style of like, it's not like MS Paint, but it is like a bit bad on purpose kind of a vibe. Like it's an aesthetic choice. But anyway, we'll get into play here. We're going to do classic mode. Yeah, random game seed in the classic mode. So normally you start off with the supervisor named Tony. Tony's just your normal supervisor. And then as you play the game, you get stars and you can unlock other supervisors like Octotony and Tony Jr., which is my personal favorite. You can see my high score for this is ridiculous. It's just a wild high score. Lord Crashington, how's this number? 275 stream streak. That's a long number. It's a big number. Hey, Lord Crashington. Yeah, that's quite the number. But yeah, I've done well on some of these here. Like, you collect coins for getting restocks, and you get restocks for getting doubling, tripling, and so on your passing score. And you get items and perks. You buy items, you get perks, basically. But yeah, there are a bunch of different ways to win this. I have won with everything. We're gonna start with Tony. Well, I haven't won too much with it. I'm gonna show you the quote-unquote base game, and then later in the stream, I'm gonna try to go buck wild with Tony Jr. And I might reset a few times just to try to get the optimal setup early on, and then show you what I can do with the optimal setup. But we're gonna start with Tony. We start with Tony. We're in zone 1. We can purchase 4 items eventually, and then we can unlock more, and then we can go to a cafe and buy even more cool stuff. You see Tony's just right here. Yeah, there's Tony. Tony's just hanging out. Tony's our supervisor. Tony will be fine with us until round 80, where Tony will have lasers that shoot out to try to mess with us. So yeah, we're holding the right mouse button to move, to aim, and then we are going to click the left mouse button and go there. We fucked up immediately, so we're going to hit the dice to reset. Okay, we at least passed. We get 1 restock. Now the numbers go up. The more restocks you get, We get 2 restocks. Numbers going up. Tony is a fine supervisor because this Tony doesn't do anything. He sometimes reacts positively, but he doesn't really do anything. So like he leaves us alone. He's not supportive, but he leaves us alone. Tony Jr. is where it's at. Okay, and only 1 restock. We've got 9 gold, so we can buy any of these items. I don't want any of these items. We'll hit reroll. Here we go. Great. This is an excellent first item to pick up. When Nubby dies, we're Nubby. When we die, we get 300 points. And later, we will get 3,000 points once we get around 30. Here's the thing. We're getting 300 points. Our goals in the first several, and they get larger and larger, are way more. So the first couple rounds, this is awesome. And if we can get another cheese house and mutate it, we'll get even more points. Now, later in the game, this is worthless. But right now, this is incredible. So this was totally worth our money on our gold. And all we really need to do is do kind of okay here. And 10x, great. So immediately, we got a bunch of gold. We got a bunch of restocks. And you can see here, our goal is 167. We get 300 when we die. So for the next few rounds, we are just going to be accumulating gold. It is going to be very good for us. We almost can't lose. That was 2x. We got a 2x there for doing nothing. We had a bad bounce, and we still did okay. Oops. Still did okay. Bad bounce, still did okay. Still did okay. Kind of on autopilot right now because of good items. So we get loot. We get loot now and again. We can choose what loot we want here, or we can just get some gold if we don't like the loot, because there is a maximum slot for the different loots. You can stack them, which is important to know. When Nubby dies, you force trigger an item in slot 6 one time for every 7 rounds you've passed. So right now we've passed 9 rounds, or we passed 9 rounds. So we killed us a couple times. Or first peg pop, you force trigger all items in odd number slots. Both of these are good. Right now we can't take advantage of this, but we can take advantage of this. So we'll take Waffle Perk now. And the Waffle Perk immediately sets this off because it's in slot 1. So we're getting double the value of it for a while. So I will tell you my personal strategy, and everybody other strategies. My personal strategy is summons. I want to have a bunch of summons, and then I want to have perks that like make my summons happen more often, because summons are very powerful. So we got a Jax. Right now we're putting a Jax slot 3 because it's an odd number, which means that this Jax is going to activate when the scene goes. And when we pass the round goal, which we should instantly, it'll also go off again. It does a sharp shot that will pop a random peg 10 times. Early on, very good. Late in the game, still good. I often will have multiple Jax because I'm trying to get loops at the end. So there was that thing, the other perk we could have taken, which would have done stuff in slot 6. That's a great one to have with Jax, in my opinion. We're going to re-roll, see if there's anything else. I don't want any of these other items. Nope, none of it. This is sometimes okay, but this is an alright, like, if you're really early in a round, like round 2 or 3, getting this isn't bad, the poop butt, but I don't really want it. We have some gold. Let's unlock. We unlocked some more. We have one more to unlock. We'll hit done here. All right, yeah, so instantly, okay, oh, this is going to be a good one. We're getting really good on here. Great, we got a 5x. You could hear a little sound effect as the Jack's shooting stuff. We could refresh. There is an argument to be made that we want to be hitting refresh, roll the dice again, and reshuffle every time, because there's an item that I really like, the straw, that multiplies based on how many times you've done this. But I'm just trying to get gold right now. I'm just trying to get gold. This is the easiest way to get some gold, is just to get a good big multiplier, I should say. And we're getting that. Eventually, this is just going to be like, this 300 points is, like right now, our goal is almost twice the amount we're getting on this, right? So we're already hitting the point where this is not going to be that good. and we could replace it at any time, but we might as well just take free points because we have so many slots for items. So we're gonna hit refresh there. Just bounce around. Not great, but it was something. We're not gonna refresh. Bounce around. Okay, we got a 2x, great. I would like to get some more gold because I would like to start buying items kind of willy-nilly. So if I can. All right, that's fine. It is indeed Nubby time. All right, so we're at the Grab-a-tron. Our goal is to get this. We want the key because we want to unlock the door. This all sounds insane. If you have the key, the next time you would go to the shop, instead you will go to the black market where you can get for free a wild item that kind of breaks the game, except you can't force trigger them. Those items you can't force trigger, so that's preventing it from being too buck wild. Now sometimes you'll have to buy things, other gachapon, but right now we have a clear shot and we can just get the key and save our gold, which means we aren't going to the regular shop for a while. So there is a world where it would make sense for us, since we only have 2 items, to go for this mystery item, because it could be a perk too. And I think we're going to do that because we need to get 3 gold out of this. If this has less than 3 gold, we can't do what we did here, and we wasted 6 gold. We did not waste 6 gold. We still might waste this. This might have been a waste of time. But because we have so many slots, 85% chance, random common item, there's chances for perks and stuff. We'll see what we get here. We got an item. It's Finger Puppet. When Nubby bounces, you get points equal number of times that Nubby's bounced this round. This can stack up a little bit. We'll put it in there. There's no reason to trigger it. This thing's going to go away, but we did pay for it, so we might as well use it. And we get a few extra points here and there, so we might as well. All right. Bounce Nubby some, get some points here. We're good. We're still, we're not doing great here, but we're doing good. And reminder, we did get that key, which means we're about to soon get an item that will be ridiculous for us. Yeah, bad bounce there for us. Not great. Very bad. Did not do well on that one at all. Let's bounce over here. Try to get to that 512. We missed the 512. We still passed though. And now we use the key. And okay, yeah. So we get an item here and we go to the inventory. And we could sell items if we want to get rid of an item if we didn't have room. We can re-roll once. In the regular market, you can freeze an item. Can't freeze an item here. So what do we get? 2 random pegs will copy the number of the first peg popped. So if we're hitting the highest peg, we've suddenly added a lot more money to our board. A lot more points, pegs. This is the Icker stream. For every 10 times Nubby has died this game. So as you can see, as we die, this gets better. So if you die all the time, this item is a better item to get. I'm not super excited about that. We do have a pass round goal item. So we could trigger the jacks by having this. I'm not completely fussed. And I'm also not really fussed by the pointer. So we're going to re-roll because I get this offered a lot, and I think we'll be okay with re-rolling. Okay, we didn't get it again. This one's all right. Wingless fly's all right. Aliens all right. We're not getting the ones I wanted. I want the snake. I want the snake because the snake gives you the opportunity to, with 50% chance that you'll just double all of the pegs on the board. So that's the one I particularly really like. We're going to go with, I think we're going to go with Flibby Flobbies. All perk force trigger the item to the left of me once. So this perk will force trigger the jacks again. So this is going to trigger the jack. And then this is also going to trigger this, which will trigger the jack. There's going to be a better item for this at some point. But right now, that's pretty good. So we're doing that. Yeah. Again, this item, not my favorite, but it could go with something that will do pretty good for us. Go. Something that multiplies the board or multiplies our, like, the highest peg, something like that. This thing, force triggering something, there's a better item for this to go next to. Right now, this is the best item. Okay. This first peg popped. If the first peg popped was the highest number peg, it force triggers the items in slot 1 and 2. That's really good. If you pass around this goal, you force trigger the item in slot 5 twice. So this one, if we hit this and trigger this, it will also trigger this, which will trigger that. So we'll put that there. And eventually we'll have better items that go here. That's kind of how we have to look at it. So we get that over here. There. Yeah, all right. Feeling pretty good about that. All right. Yep, so we have now triggered. We can now, if we hit the highest number peg, we are now triggering these to just give us some points, which is fine. And we'll get this like twice. This will go off twice. It's very good for us. That wasn't good for us, but. And again, I'm sure there are other people that have different strats. They have different stratagems. They have different ways of doing this. I really like getting summons. When we're back in the shop soon, I am going to be looking for items that summon things, because that's really how I like to play. And we didn't hit with that there, so we lose a life. Hopefully, yeah. All right, here, we lucked out. We survived. We got to restock. We have 19 gold. I don't like any of these items. Okay. So we can buy this and put it here, which will then, and we're going to do that just so you can see what happens when you do this. You can hold it over to see what it says if you're unfamiliar. But right now we are going to get 750 points immediately. And if over 30, we'll get 7,500 or 7,500. Is this great? Not really, but it's something. And now we have enough gold, or we unlocked the 7th item, so we can go into the cafe. Gain 1 coin for every strawberry eaten in this game. So that's basically right now just losing coins. But here's the thing. If I have gold, I am going to be eating items. I'm going to move items to the mouth. Because there is a perk that, depending on how much food you have consumed, does things after the fact and goes very well with Jax. So we're going to do this hoping that we get the perk that this benefits. If we don't get that perk, it's okay. It's fine. So we can do this, which is going to give us some gold, and we'll do this. We also want to buy the shish kebab when we can. We don't have the money for it because that's 50% chance to force trigger the rightmost item in your inventory, which wouldn't work for this, but we would have a Jax in this spot at some point, and that works really well to just get us extra hits after the fact. Oh, we got some good bounces here. Yep, after the fact we get that. And again, nothing super shocking right now. We do need better items. We've got some good perks, but we need to augment those perks. Oh, there we go. That did real well. And then every once in a while, there are rounds where there are odd modifiers, and I should be showing you those modifiers, interesting modifiers, I should say. I should be showing you those modifiers, and I'm not doing a good job of that. So we got some loot. All right, so 15 pegs pop. You force figure all X pop peg items. We have no X number X pegged items here. We will eventually get one of those. We don't have it right now. We do have this, which will force trigger all items. So it'll force trigger all of these every 3 seconds. These 3 will get force triggered. That's real good. We love that, because we're gonna try to have items that do stuff. So, yep, and they all triggered there because we hit 3 seconds. So, all right. We do not have enough gold for both of the items that I want right now. Because I want Crazy Straw. Wait, what? I want Crazy Straw because Crazy Straw, 10 pegs popped. You summon one straw that pops one peg. Pegs popped by straw gives an additional 120% of their number. You gain plus 5% every time you jumble pegs in this game. That's what I was talking about, how I wanted to jumble a lot of pegs because I wanted this item to be in there. When I buy this, you now do 15 times instead of 10 times. Very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over here to this ice block and freeze it, which means the next time we're in the store, this will be here. And we're going to purchase this because this is a great item. Now, do I want to force trigger it at the start? Do I want to force trigger it? I want to put this here, and then I want to put this here. And then, yeah. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to, at the start of this game, the first peg, have this hit a bunch and this hit once. Yeah, this seems good. We can re-roll to see if there's something else, because you can always click the block there to unfreeze it if you want to freeze something else. And we got another one of them, which is fine. Ooh, wait. I have thought of something. This doesn't really do us much. It will sell for 3 gold. We'll have enough gold. We're selling it. We're selling it. We're going to upgrade this. We're going to freeze this because I like having 2 of them. And we'll put that there because we can trigger it off the buckshot. It doesn't do us a lot of good, but it does some good now. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this setup. Yep, I'm feeling pretty damn good about... Yeah, all right. Okay, so now you're starting to see my strategy. Like, my optimal setup is a combination of jacks and Crazy Straw with a bunch of perks that will trigger these a lot. So I'm going to be looking for that. And then we can fill out with other items that do other things, but that's primarily what I'm looking for here. It's just our way of getting number go up. Yeah. Yeah. And then we'll get another jack because that's just good to have. And we'll either put the jack there or we'll put it so it just triggers all the time anyway. Yeah. Probably a good idea. All right, we're back in the store. Right now, this does... pegs pop by straws give an additional 130% of their number. It's real good. We're going to buy another jack because having another jack is good in my setup. So the two-headed turtle is incredible early in the game. We're probably going to buy it because I've got some gold. Maybe we won't. Turtle is pretty rad, and I wouldn't mind having Turtle in here. Lowest number peg gives equal to 10 times its number. If the number is 64 or less, you give 1,000 points instead. Later in the game, early in the game, this is incredible. Late in the game, this is incredible. I think we'll let it go for now. Let's go to the cafe because we don't have a lot of gold here. All right, we're just gonna eat stuff, like I said, because maybe we can get the perk eventually that makes this worth it. Eating the pickle rat will give you re-rolls. So if you've got a lot of gold, you're looking for items. Turtle is good if you don't get the 8-peg bug. Yes, you're right. Yes, sometimes you just get stuck with an 8-peg because you miss the chance for the 8-peg to get swallowed up by other pegs, and you're just in the late game with something like that, and so you're only getting 1,000 points. Yeah, so that bug, you're right, Carbon, you're totally right. I didn't get into that part, but yes, that's not great. We're just going to do this. Like I said, we're just going to eat stuff with the gold that we have. Yes. We have 10 gold, so we could just buy it. I think we're just going to buy it. We'll have it trigger. We'll put in the 7 slot for now. And we can re-roll to see if there's anything we want to freeze. None of these things. Okay, we're going to freeze that. The squid will duplicate something. So this is not a good thing to duplicate, but we could duplicate the Crazy Straw and then have this next to that. Like we could get silly with it. We could duplicate our jacks. We could put that there. Yeah. So the next thing we're purchasing is probably the squid. The squid just copies whatever is next to it. It can get bonkers. Great. That bounce just went right to hell, but we still survived the round. That's like the power of this strategy. Oh. Is that basically I am almost okay, so this peg will explode 8 pegs to cross pattern when popped for the first time. That's right, yeah. So my optimum strategy for Number Factory is to make it a clicker where I don't have to do anything. I just have to start it and then it just happens and then number goes up. I'm not worried about bouncing. You can see we have a 16 here. I don't know where this 16 is going to go. It kind of messes with our two-headed turtle, but whatever. It's fine. If we can kill it, it works out okay. All right, so we're going to double up on the jacks here, and then we don't have the gold we need. And I know what you're thinking. I should have done this first. It's okay. It's all right. It's going to be there waiting for us next time. But this doing better just plays to my whole method. And then also, how much gold you give us for this? Okay, we got the 5 there. All right. Okay, we're at 7. We're at 9. It's 10. We're almost there. I forgot it was 10. Wait, re-roll. Okay. Next time. We'll get it next time. Yeah, that wasn't great. Okay, when popped, all pegs will copy this number, so that's a low number. We want it to be higher. That's not good either. We might not... Oh, we hit the goal at least. Okay. All right. That wasn't bad. We got some loot. Okay, here's this is the one I was talking about. It's the food one, everybody. Force trigger item in slot 7 one time for every 10 items you've consumed at the very beginning. We've consumed 12. It kept track. So now we are going to swap these with these. This is now going to trigger one time because of the waffle perk. It's going to trigger one time because of the gourmet perk. And it'll trigger again, every 3 seconds. Okay. Not great, but not bad. Again, not great, not bad. We do eventually have to get rid of some of these that are just not really doing it for us. We're looking for things that can multiply, things that can increase the highest peg, that kind of thing. But we are doing some damage here. All right. Oh, am I really gonna... I need 2 more gold. So I should probably sell something to get more gold. This is only giving us 750. This is not really doing anything for us. This is doing okay, but it's not great. But it goes, we can trigger it a bunch. All right, we're going to sell that and get 8 gold. We now have an upgraded straw. This straw now does 320% of their number when it pops, and we stir up, and we can hit that several times. And then we can duplicate something. I think we're going to duplicate this because this will trigger that, and it'll go again. Yeah, so now we just have double jacks, so we're doing pretty good. Eventually, this will probably go with something else, but right now, this is where it should go. And we have 6 gold for the cafe, so we can get another reroll here. Okay, we're good. Let's see how this goes. Now this does 330%, and it auto triggers at the top two times. Okay. What we really need to take this over the top here, what we really need is some item that duplicates like the highest peg or the peg you've hit. We're really We're not struggling right now, but we really need something like that. And we probably need to eat more food because we're only at 3 times. So I would like this to go off several more times than it is. That's not going to do it. This is now doing 350%. Yeah. All right, let's go over here. See if we hit that 16. Yeah, we did. We did hit. Okay, great. At the very least, we're now moving on. We restocked 1. This will stack, which we haven't done yet. So then this will go off and go off. But we don't have an item here in number 6. We could put something there. So this, after the dies, this does number 6, 1 time for every 7 you passed. So that's going to go 7 times. Here's the, yeah, okay, so we don't have anything good to go in here because we can't put that there in 7. I kind of want to put Crazy Straw there, and that means that I'd be forced triggering jacks. Let's try. Let's experiment. We're going to experiment here. We're going to see if this is the way to go. I don't know if it is. This here in 6 seems pretty good. And we're going to try to hit the 32 there. Okay, we hit that. That didn't feel great. None of these items are good. I would love to be able to eat the avocado, which just increases our rare items, but that's not to be. We do have this item now, which means that there's a 50% chance that our jack is going to go off at the end, which is good. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this triggering the jack at the start is the way to go. Reroll, but there's nothing we can eat. Yeah, I'm not sure that I have done this myself a service here. Yeah. That was pretty good. We got past the level, but yeah. All right, let's try putting this in here and see if that just gives us some points at the very beginning. That could be something. Nah, I'm not really feeling that either. Go this way here. Yeah, we're really not getting a lot of restocks. We're not getting a lot of duplicates here. I hit the wrong thing. That was me. That was my fault. Yeah, this ain't going great, but we're like 1 perk away for it suddenly changing. Like, all right, so this sucks. We now need to try to, we want to get the item. We want to get from the dark, we want to go to the black market. And I think that we're going to have to, well, we'll get this. We'll see whatever this is. Okay, we got ourselves a rare perk. Force trigger slot in number 4. 1 time for every 7 coins you have. I don't want this perk. It's going to take up one of my 2 remaining perk slots. I don't want it. Because this is not a game where I've had a lot of gold. So we're going to skip it. So we can't get this. If we sell that, we only have 4 gold. That's not enough to get this. What would I need to sell to get it? I could sell this and just say that this thing wasn't great anyway. Yeah, let's do it. We are now banking on our next... yeah, we are for sure banking that the next thing we're getting is going to be amazing. Who knows? Maybe it will be. But right now, we are not multiplying things at all, which is not great. We really need to be multiplying stuff, and we're just fucking not. Oof. We're barely surviving here. Yeah. number is not going up in a sufficient manner for round 58. Reminder, when we get to round 80, that's when we face Tony, and Tony's lasers turn pegs into the number 1. So if we're not immediately hitting the round goal, we're just gonna lose. All right. This is the one that I wanted, Jake the Snake, not just because it's named Jake the Snake, but first peg pop, 1 and 2 chances, all pegs are doubled. We're doing this. We can't force this to work, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna hope and pray that this does. That's the best we can do, is that we are now hoping, and because of that, we can put this here. We are now hoping that Jake works a lot and just multiplies our pegs like that. This is what we're hoping for. This could turn things around for us, really start doing that. All right, so when fully popped, item in slot number 2 will be sold. So we are going to rearrange stuff here for just a second. We're going to put this here. We do not want anything. We have an empty spot. We do not want to lose our squid. I actually think squid with Jake the Snake probably makes sense, but we need an item in number 2 eventually. So we're going to do this because if all goes well, this will be hit. The sushi will be hit. But we're just going to... we didn't get a double on this, which is okay. We had 2 chances to get a double. I actually think this is the way to go. All right, so Nubby's dies. You force trigger all Nubby dies items again. Do we have any Nubby's dies items? We do not. Every 1.5 seconds, you force trigger all non-upgraded items. We have... this is... you can't force trigger this. We only have 1 of those. I am skipping that because we don't have a lot of gold. I don't like either of those perks. All right. Okay, we doubled. Great. This is what we're looking for. If we can double... we now have 2 chances to double. If we can double, we are just increasing our gold, increasing our points, giving us opportunity to get more items. And this is the thing we were missing. We were missing this. We had a lot of the summons. We had the perks to make summons happen more often. We weren't getting the points we needed to really activate all of that, and now we are. It's great. So even if we don't double, we still do okay. But if we can double, we do real good. All right. Yeah, that was bad. That wasn't good, but we survived. And now we have gold. Do I want to get this? Do I want to get the dolphin? I kind of like the dolphin. We do need something in perk 2 because of buckshot. We need something in slot 2. I don't think it's any of these. Roll the cafe. This will double our coins or bring us down to 0. We do want to be eating a lot of food for the gourmet perk, but not that. There. All right, this is going to give us a rare food item. This is what we wanted to be eating, the avocado, which increases our chances of getting rare items. We'll eat this. We didn't get that there. We'll get there. Okay. Not bad. Not the best, not bad. We could just buy sea cucumber. But I think we're good. I think we're better off not having something there than something I don't want to use. All right, we got a double. And we had a terrible bounce, but we have all our summons. And so we did okay, even with the terrible bounce, which happens. We are trying to refresh whenever we can, hoping to get the big items to hit them, but also because we want this number to go up so high. It's very high, and it's very good for us. We got the double. We got the double. Ooh, that's what we're really looking for. Yeah, so I would love to get to upgrade the squid. This is my favorite special round. When popped the first time, all other pegs will be doubled, 75% chance, or have 25% chance. This rules. Hitting these damn things is awesome. It just makes things go crazy. As you can see, we hit a 15x there, which is... I have hit like the X's go so high that they just give me all, like I get 99 coins and it can't go past 99. I've certainly had that happen a bunch. We did not get a double here at all, but we do survive the turn, so happy with that. Passed around. Okay, we could double this up. We have 2 slots left for loot. This is if the round started with less than 5 seconds ago, you force trigger 1, 2, and 3. I think I want to do this. We still don't have anything in 2. So like maybe I should put this in here, but I don't know. Yeah, we didn't pass that goal. Try it again. Oofed. When we get several in a row where we don't double, it feels a little heartbreaking. All right, so anything here? Definitely don't want that. Again, it's too late for that. None of this is stuff I want. Let's just strengthen this up, which we're now in. Just there's 50% chances that this item is going to go off. That's very good for us. Eat some food, get some coal. You know, we're increasing our numbers of times that gets triggered, so that's good. We can do this and get a reroll here. None of these items are things I want. Oof. We'll do this max out 7. Get a special item. We can't afford to eat the special item, but you know, we're just trying to get this number to go up here, right? 4 more food, and then this goes off 3 times. So right now, this goes off 2 times at the end when Nubby dies, and then there's also 50% chances that this goes off. So it's doing pretty all right. Double. We didn't get the double. I'd really... Oof, we didn't even get enough points there. I'd really love to get this to be a mutated. That would be very good for us. But here we go. We did it. Great. We got a 4x. Let's get some gold. Let's move the needle here. Great, that hit again. Good. Yeah, if I could get another squid, then that would be phenomenal. All right, great. This will give us a bunch of gold here. It should, anyway. Yep, there we go. All right, only 4x on that one. That's a shame. There we go. We're on round 73. Round 80 is the final round. Round 80 is the boss round. All right, double. There, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, that was good. Very good for us. And if you clear every peg on the board, you get a double bonus, which we haven't done at all here. We don't need one of these. We do not need 3 jacks. You have an empty space, but I don't think that's going to go... Hell yeah, we did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. Now, this is going to mutate into an upgraded version of Jake the Snake. So it's a 1 in 2 chance to double, 1 in 4 chance to quadruple. So, real good. And we have 19 gold left. Maybe we should buy some 10% chance to cause explosion. Nubby dies. We don't have any trigger and Nubby dies. The bouncing one. Happy seal. I think we're all right. Yeah, we'll do this. Because we do want to eat stuff here. And then... All right. Let's do it. When Nubby dies, this emits a God Ray, and the God Ray rapidly pops a random peg once each time item 1 was triggered in the round, which we can always trigger at least twice, and sometimes we will trigger it 3 or 4 times. And we're also going to trigger this at the very start, which could be good and could be bad. Maybe we want to put the... I don't know where else we put that. Yeah, all right, we'll do that. Is there anything we can eat for cheap? Yes, we can do this one more time. We're now at 28 food. We reroll and see if we want to save. Nope, we don't want to save anything. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I think I'm going to put this here because I don't need to trigger this at the start. Because it won't work at the start anyway. Yeah, there's lasers go off there. All right, yep, this is feeling pretty okay. We got to round 77, and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good now. Yeah, I like the laser triggering at the start. I think the laser triggering at the start is good. Got some restocks here. Because really, okay, so like I said, the boss turns pegs to the number 1. So we really need to have a multiplier. We need to pass the goal like immediately or we're going to get in trouble. So if we don't do it immediately, then our pegs will get turned into 1s and that will be awful for us. We don't need that. I guess we'll take this. At this point, we might as well. And then we'll try to get 1 more food eaten here. Reload. Yeah. Can't afford anything here. But now, slot 7 triggers at the beginning 3 times. So. Oof. Real bad. If we don't duplicate, if we don't double here. Yeah, if we don't double, we're in trouble. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Or yeah, right now we're just... Okay, we doubled here. We should have... We should? Holy shit. If we don't... Yeah, if we didn't pass that round there, I don't think this is gonna work. It might. If we get this to trigger the 1 in 4, we have a shot. If we don't do that, I think that I'm gonna lose 5 in a row and just end when we lose. That's my... Like, this is not gonna work. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. Okay, we might have it. We have it. You can't go minus at this point. We did do it. We passed it. Okay. I wasn't sure about that one. I wasn't trying to add suspense. But you can see, that's like 900 million, and my high score in the regular game is 12.6 billion. So I did okay there, but not as good as I can do. Also, there's an endless mode where it just gets harder and harder. We're going to get rid of that. There wasn't save and quit when this game launched. That's been added. So that's what the load is there. If I had quit, I could come back to it. So that game took a while to do. I'm going to show you one that should take less time to do. This is we might be resetting here. So this is Tony Jr. We start the game with 15 coins. You start in Nubby Mart immediately. So you immediately have 15 coins to buy items immediately. Rare and ultra rare items are twice as likely to appear in shops. There's a reason why it's called Tony Jr. There's a reason why this high score is ridiculous. You can go off in this mode. If you are looking to get stars, I would unlock this as soon as you can, and I would try your best to just get good at Tony Jr. because this is the secret to getting a lot of stars. And then getting more of the supervisors. So now you can see Tony Jr. is our supervisor. So this would be good to have. We didn't get what we wanted. We're restarting. We got what we wanted. Cheese House. When we die, we get 300 points. Our goal for round 1 is 8 points. This, in the beginning of the game, is broken. We love that. This is an item we'll be using a lot, so we're getting that too. We'll hit the reroll in case there's something we want to save. There's nothing we really want to save. We're good. So I don't have to hit any of this. 40x. So there we go. We now have 41 gold. Cheese House is so good, we stand Cheese House. Exactly, D-Mill. So Cheese House is good all the time as soon as you can get it. But in this version, with Tony Jr., it is unbelievably great. Because right now, I don't even have to play that well for the first, 5 or 6 rounds. And I'm just going to collect a bunch of gold. Because my goal is 176. When Nubby dies, I get 300 points. Now, obviously, there's a point where this does not work out anymore. I didn't even hit the one I wanted to hit. I did bad. But yeah, I'm just doing great here. I'm getting restocks. I don't hate rubber chicken, but I don't think it's worth the gold. Ooh, okay. Obviously, I didn't stage this. I didn't plan this. This is not a seed that I created. First peg popped. A random peg emits a pulse that doubles pegs within close range. This is so good. If you can multiply this, if you can get Nubby on this, if you can get perks that trigger this multiple times, 3D glasses is phenomenal for the entire run. That's so good. Yeah. Yeah, we're just doing really well here. I would also say, if you are playing this game and you are thinking to yourself, man, I've just had so many terrible runs where like nothing worked and I was just losing 1 and 2, like 50% chances every time, and just nothing was working out for me. Go with a reset until you get the items you want in Tony Jr., because you know immediately if it's going to be a good run or not. Like you saw, we reset and then we got the cheese house. But this will just make you think that this game is very easy and there's no challenge to it. All right, what's our loot? If we started 1.5 seconds ago, you force trigger 1, 2, and 3. It's pretty good. Nubby dies, you get all Nubbies. We're going to do this in case we bounce and it goes bad, right? We'll just trigger the stuff in the first 3. That sounds pretty good. Like, that didn't trigger that time, but it's a little... It's not a get-out-of-jail-free card, but it's a little bit of insurance. I don't want any of these items. I do want this, though. And we have enough gold to do this. We now have the double crazy straw, which we need, which is great. We're going to expand. We're going to go to the cafe. We are in the cafe at round 10. We are going to... This will now trigger this a bunch. We're going to swap that. I still think it's better to trigger Jax and then have this go off occasionally. Yeah, I think that's probably better. And then we'll eat some food because we don't have the food perk, but we might as well spend our gold. And we can do that so that we can then get double Jax Plus. Seems pretty good. We are now hitting the point where this is not really... This is, you know, giving us 300 points. Like, we're going to hit the point where Cheese House, unless we double Cheese House, is not really doing it for us. But it's still, like, points. And so we'll take it. Especially if we get bad bounces. We really want to refresh wherever we can, because we want this number to go up. We want it to start hitting, like, 300, you know, and just getting wild with it. So, do that. But this is so far, I mean, look, my perk options could go bad when we get the black market. That could go bad. I'm not saying that this is like a guaranteed, we're definitely going to win. I'm going to get like a crazy big score. But we're set, right? Things could go wrong, but we are set for them. We are setting up for them to go right. I am very hopeful that the suspicious key does us well. We'll save our gold because it's not really worth it. All right, we did get a doubles there. We did have our first peg popped. Did thankfully pop a big peg, so that's nice. Look at that. Oop. All right, great. Our Jack's triggered. We like seeing that. Bounce over here, get some gold. We are now getting to the point where I have to play the game a little bit better. But then if things go well, I won't have to do that. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, you can see there. Yep, we lost a life there because the bounces didn't go my way. But it did that way. Okay, great. Jax, we're doing his thing. All right, let's see what we get. Reduce the goal by 30%. You half all pegs. I don't really like Mannequin Head. I don't really like Alien. If you double some pegs. Now, if we could guarantee that we were going to be doubling pegs, which we do have, then this will go off. A random peg emits a Cosmoblast. The peg is popped by Cosmoblast. It counts as 2 pegs popped instead of 1. It's pretty good. I think we're going to roll the die. Okay, we did get it. Jake the Snake is 1 in 2 chance to double all pegs. So this is now, if these hit at the same time, that's real good for us. So we'll just put this here. We still need to put that there because of Kebab. These are very good together. These are a good pairing. If they will trigger at the same time. If we can get this trigger at the same time, we're good. That's right. Those things kill Nubby. All right, good. Got some points on there. Some bonus pointsies. Got loot. Fate number 7, 2 times for each empty inventory slot. So this is good now. Is this good later when we have our inventory full? No, because we're going to get a lot of gold in this run. We first trigger all first peg popped items, which is this will get popped again. This one won't because you can't force trigger it, but this getting popped again is totally worth a perk. And we can also look for other first popped items. But let's whoop, that did not work out. There we go. That did something. Wasn't enough, but it did something. Try to get some big multipliers here would be great, but we get back to the regular store, we can get an upgraded jacks. Ooh, that did good. And if these start feeding off of one another because of this, that's also going to be fantastic. We got that damn 8. So yeah. Oh, Cheese House is doing okay with us. All right, so we got this. We'll put that here. We're going to buy the other jack because I do like having multiple jacks. Just nice to have. Some people, as I said, really love rubber chicken. Oh, when Nubby's alive, summon an egg missile that falls in the sky, causes an explosion that pops a row of pegs. I have found that sometimes just takes pegs that I wanted to hit a different way. We do not have enough money for the croissant perk, which you just buy a perk. It counts as a food, and you also get the perk, which will force trigger item number 3, which will be nice. That's why we have that there. But we do not have enough for that, but we can almost get enough for that. But we do have enough for the shish kebab, which now we're just hitting multiples of the sword shots. I wish we had enough gold for that. We don't. If I hadn't bought other jacks, maybe I would have. Maybe I should have looked first. The tart lard, if you have a lot, which is, I don't like saying, if you have a lot of gold, this is awesome. It upgrades your most right item and deletes the leftmost item. So you can buy a junk item, sell it, or destroy it, and then have like this get upgraded, which is the hardest thing to get upgraded because it's you can only upgrade it by doing that or finding the same thing the next time you're in the black market. So okay, got some doubling going. I would love to get, the thing that I would love most to get is a squid. I would love to squid Jake the Snake. But barring that, get some multiplier stuff going here. Do okay. Get some gold in this. All psychic pegs will give points equal to their number when any psychic peg is popped. So we hope our psychic pegs are in big numbers. They are. Double O's. And then we'll do pretty well. Get ourselves some monies. Alright. This is a bad one. We're probably going to have to go again here. Yeah. When Nubby dies, we're probably not going to hit the numbers we need. Yeah, alright. So we'll redo. Yeah, I think if there is something missing about this run right now, I mean, obviously we're not clearing this one stage. That's bad. I would say I need ways to get this Jake to go off, which is right now a squid. So, we're going to do the cheesy perk because I love the cheesy perk. It's one of my favorite perks. I think buckshot perk is pretty good, but I think cheesy is where it's at. And then I need to get some items here. Okay, we did trigger that. That doubled. So if we... Okay, hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We needed that. We need some gold. Gotta get going. We're doubling the glasses. This is awesome. Now a random peg will do a super pulse that doubles pegs within close range. That's real fucking good. And then every 3 seconds that's going to happen. That's real good. And also when Nubby dies, that goes off. this is all very good. And then also, if Nubby dies really early, that goes off again. Feeling pretty good about that. Do we want to spend money on the pyramid? Let's see what's in the cafe. Let's buy the pyramid. Because this will get triggered a few times. Let's buy the pyramid. I like the pyramid. It's a lot of money, a lot of gold, but I like the pyramid. All right, we're going here, hitting some stuff. Yeah, all right. I'm starting to feel pretty good about this run. As we get to round 30, feeling pretty good at round 31 of a run, I'm pretty psyched about. So we'll see how we do here. Okay, we almost full cleared, so that's good. If we can start getting some full clears and getting some doubles, that'll be real good. Oh, shit, whoa. Okay. Alright, head down there. Hell yeah. Alright, things are starting to get a little bonkers in a way that I really like. We want the bonkers. Oh, shit, yeah. Wild. Yeah, this thing getting triggered several times is kind of fucking buck wild. Two-headed turtle is good, not right now. Doubling this up is good. And we have some gold cafe. We'll eat this. We'll eat this, because now we've got 4 50% chances for this to go off. Just reroll. Right, we'll eat that. And we'll eat this. We don't have a food perk right now, but you know. We are hoping to find... I would be thrilled to get rid of Cheese House and replace it with a squid to double up one of these two items with the squid. It would be my pleasure to have that happen. Right now, that has not happened, but we're doing okay. Maybe even double up the pyramid. I don't know. But yeah, my one hope is that I can get myself a squid. Find a squid kid and make that squid kid happen. That would be great. Mayhem. Let's find one like that. Okay, great. Do a bunch of stuff. There we go. There we go. Oh, we almost had a full clear. I want to show you that. It's fun. You get that. Okay. All right. I don't want any of these things. I think Evil Goose is kind of cool. Eventually, but right now I don't like it. It's not right for me. There. We'll eat that. We'll get some gold back. Eat that. We don't have enough for anything here or there, so then we keep going. We are currently... This thing does a lot of extra, so that's great. We'll hit this. Double it up. There is an argument. Ooh, that one was nice. There is an argument with how I have set this up that you do not want to hit the highest number peg. You want to hit near the highest number peg because this thing will make that peg a lot. And then I have ways of killing it. So there's an argument for me right now that what I want to hit is 256, not 32.8. So we'll hit that. Oh, and yeah, this didn't go well. That did not go well. That went poorly, but we did pass it. All right, so now we can do this so that when Nubby dies, the laser goes off 6 times. Plus how many other times this went off. That's pretty good. Or we could double this up, which at this point, I don't think this is happening that often. So we're going to go with Lunar Perk. And maybe we want to have Jax in this spot, but I kind of want to see what happens with the laser in the spot. We might replace that. We might swap these two so that this triggers this a bunch. But I think having the laser go off a lot is kind of fucking rad. We'll find out here when... Yeah, I want the laser to go off a bunch, I think. I think that's what I want to happen. I think I want the laser to go off quite a bit. Okay, that wasn't good. But in theory... Okay, and... bounce around some, and then laser hits some... Oh, we didn't... What the fuck? Just hit this. Alright, great. Double, 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 double. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for. Got a crazy restock. Let's go over here. Oop, go over here. And... oh, there we go. Wow. Okay. So this started... the 3D glasses started, like, working with other things. This is what we're looking for. I would still love a squid to show up. No squid. No worries. We have so much gold that we are just going to... we are now going to eat some... we'll eat some beans here to get rare items. This gives us an ultra rare item. This gives us the lunar perk again. This laser is going to go off so many fucking times. The donut is awesome because it just duplicates the last thing you had. So in this case, now we have 2 lunar perks. It's just, that's a wild item. We do not want to eat this and lose all our gold. We do not have the eating perk. We don't have the food perk, but we're just doing it to spend our gold because we might get that. Are any of these lobster claws kind of fun? This triggers 25% chance to create a chain bolt cluster of pegs. We will activate it if things go bad. Every 3 seconds it's activated. Is that better than just always having 3,000? Yeah, who needs 3,000 points at this point? Let's try the broken socket. I don't know if I've ever used it before, so we'll give it a go. If we start seeing stuff, I mean, who knows? How would we even see it? Great. Okay, so we got the 2x bonus. We got the crazy restock because our laser just keeps going off crazy style because we, it now goes off so many times. Yeah, I'm not convinced that broken socket's the right thing, but I think at that point, Cheese House has served its purpose. It's long overdue that we replaced Cheese House, so now we get to see... Alright, the lasers are... I think the lasers are doing something. This is not the Simpsons quote. The lasers, they do something. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. And I do think having the lasers go off is better than having the jacks go off. Yeah, let's do that. I will try at some point here, I will try the switching them and seeing how that goes. If we just want to have... because I think the lasers are fantastic, but let's try it next time here. I mean, this is nothing that we really want, so let's spend our... randomize all items in your inventory. I don't know why I would do this, but there's like a challenge where after a certain amount of turns, your items disappear. So I guess this would be cool as a way to reset, but like, no, I'm good. I don't need that. All right, we'll eat this stuff here, and then we'll see. No, none of this stuff is stuff I want. Croissant. We can eat this croissant. You have a percentage chance to force trigger the item slot number 3 with 10 pegs halved. And we're going to eat that. We're going to take the croissant perk because we had room for perks. And this going off sounds pretty okay. Let's get a rare item. We don't want that to be the rare item. Well, now we only have 6 gold, so let's just eat it. Great, now we have 12 gold. We don't want to... We didn't see a solitary in this run, 50 rounds. We have not seen a solitary at any time. Now we have a rare odds of 10%. No squids. No squid kids. What's this number at? 390%. That's pretty good. All right, let's see if we can get something going here. There we go. Get some stuff going. Hell yeah. That's, ooh, nice. We got 20x there. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's trigger some stuff. Let's make some stuff happen there. There we go. All right, and hit that. Double this stuff there. There we go. All right. Just a 1x on this one. Not bad. Or 2x. Okay. Ooh, that's a 1 million. I'd love to see that. There we go. Bad bounces. We still did it. Still getting some gold here. All right. Hell yeah. All right. We are going to go. We're going. I don't know what we need. I mean, if we can get a duplicate Jake the Snake, that's great. So I guess we'll hunt for that. I would also be happy with selling Broken Socket for something good, but I'm not like holding my breath that I'm going to find the thing that's good. There we go. Bad bounce, and then we just did a bunch of shit. Got it done. Yeah, but if I could duplicate, if I could get the better version of Jake the Snake, that sounds pretty alright. We'll see. Booger Party. Snots. Don't love the snots. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't good. Did not get some good bounces on that. Oh, we got some good multipliers though. Oh fuck. Thank you, lasers, for helping out with that bad bounce. Okay. Go to the shop here. We did not get a duplicate. We are going to hit re-roll. We're hoping that we find a snake. None of these are snakes. Are any of these better than this broken socket thing, which we can force trigger sometimes? Cosmo Blast when pegs get doubled. We do have pegs getting doubled. This could be all right. We're saying goodbye to you. We're putting this in here. Now we need this cannot get force trigger. So this we need to replace this with something that can. We will replace it with jacks because there's nothing that triggers 5 right now. So we might as well do that in case because we do have the speedy perk. And we'll see what happens. Well, yeah. All right. Yeah. Anytime 2 pegs are doubled, this thing does its stuff. Okay, so when fully popped, item in slot 2 will be sold. What can I give up here? I guess I will swap these two because I do not mind to lose one of my jacks. I don't like it, but I feel like that's the weakest link of anything here. Yeah, so goodbye, other jacks. It was nice knowing you. Okay, we have one of the cheesy perks already. What does this one do? Around 2 more times, you force trigger all items, lose 20% of your solo points. Let's just do it. Let's go again for cheesy perk. I like cheesy perk. All right. Whoa. Yeah, we're now at the point in this game where I am just... it does not matter what I do, just about. Occasionally it does, but... We have an empty item slot, and I would love if that empty item slot filled itself with a jack, or if I can get myself one of them squids and then duplicate one of these two. I'd probably duplicate Jake the Snake. But yeah. I'm not the biggest Alien fan, but it's working really well in this build. So I will take it. Got a lot of gold here. So we can hit. I'm going to put the broken socket in here just because something needs to go in there. But again, I'd like to replace it. Ooh, avocado. Should have come in here first. It's okay. At the end of the world. Give me an item. That's not the item I want. I do not want to randomize my inventory. All right, let's eat all this stuff. We did not get the perk where you eat food, but might as well use our gold. All right, give me an ultra rare food item. What are you gonna give me? Give me more of the cheesy perk. Sure. Every 3 seconds, all items trigger 3 times, except for these 2. Sure. Eat this. Because maybe at the end, maybe in the last 10 rounds, we'll get the food perk. And we'll be glad that we've been eating all this food. Who knows? All right, we can get an upgraded broken socket. It now has a 25% chance to create a high voltage chain bolt that pops a cluster of pegs twice. Every time this triggers, this could go off. And then we can also force it to go off. Is that good? Maybe. I don't think it's bad, so... Hell yeah. Let's get our gold back here. Very strange. All right, this could do real well. Yep, there we go. This is the multiplayer I'm looking for. Hell yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Big old board clear. All right. Loot. We don't want that one. We will take zombie perk because it makes this go off. We like these together. The 3D glasses and the zombie perk are a great duo. Real into those. All right. Lasers going off. Hell yeah. All right, and no, I kind of like that, but we're good. Cafe. This will give us another pickle rat, which we don't want. We don't hate that. Let's get another pickle rat. Reload. I don't need any of this. Okay. Eat this. Refresh all 3. Give us some gold back. And again, we're just eating on the off chance we get the one that's food, the perk that involves food, but we probably won't, and that's okay. Well, we didn't full clear. How crazy we didn't full clear. The lasers all going off is it's kind of messing with me, but I love it. Yes, we do love board clear. And also we love the special round Don't Touch Me, which just gets buck wild sometimes. As you can see, it got real buck wild, and we end up doing very well, and we hit 97. We almost hit the limit of gold for a round here, so that's pretty good. Did pretty okay. All right. Ooh, ah. We don't need any of this. We don't need any of that. We'll go to the cafe. This will give us another zombie perk. That sounds pretty good. We'll eat that. We could have gotten ourselves another shish kebab. I think that's okay. And we'll do this just cause. Nothing we want. Okay, so if there was an item in here that we really wanted to upgrade and we didn't mind getting rid of something, we could eat this. I kind of want to upgrade one of these 3. I actually don't know which one to upgrade. I know that I can get rid of this and just buy something else. I do not care about this item. We'll eat this just to eat this. So which one do we want to... So when I eat this, this goes away. One item, that the roast right item gets upgraded. Do I want the 1 in 4 chance, the 1 in 2 chance to double, and the 1 in 4 chance to quadruple? I kind of do. This I think is okay. This I like. I would love maybe to get another all-seeing pyramid, but I think I'd rather double this up. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Go here. Say goodbye to the double broken socket. Okay. All right, great. So Jake the Snake now has a 1 in 2 chance to double all pegs, 1 in 4 chance to double all pegs twice. That's real good. We don't have anything in number 1 right now. We'll get something in number 1. Do we have... Oh, wait. I saw. Yeah, okay. Got a rat. Let's see here. None of these are really great. Monstrosity I used to love, but I've kind of gone past it. I think it just doesn't really... I don't know. I don't really like Meat Orb now. The Meat Orbs being there. That was an early thing that I thought was like killer. Having another one of these isn't bad. All right, we'll put that in there for now. We'll see how we feel about it. Because we can always refresh. We can now do another roll. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the best bet. We don't have enough money for that. That's fine. Okay. Great. I think having this is going to be real good for us. Yeah, I could see this doing pretty well. Yeah, all right. Feeling pretty okay about that. I would love to, instead of having this, have a, maybe another Jax. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, come on. There you go. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting to hit 3 seconds so everything triggers. And we get to 60 double. We stuck at 60. Oh, and we're getting this. We're getting so lucky on the don't touch me's. Really giving us a lot of gold. A lot of nonsense on that. Okay. Wait until 3 seconds until everything pops off. The fact that we have the cheesy perk combined with some of our like Nubby dice items is just so wild. We'll upgrade it. Again, I don't... Should I put a... This is definitely better than a single Jax, but we're going to freeze the Jack in case I get a double, because I would replace it with a double Jax. Pretty much. All right, let's see about... Let's use our gold. We don't want that. We do not want to eat that. Do not want to lose all my gold. Chip. We don't want to do that. There's nothing else to do, so... We'll do hot dog again. Do that. That's just going to give me another kidney bean. That's fine. Give me something special. No, that's not what I don't mean that. Here we go. Shish kebab. Give me another shish kebab. Give me another croissant. Seems pretty good. And... eat that. Nothing we really want. Great. We have not, unfortunately, gotten the food item that gives you a secondary roll of the die, which is great. That is a great item to get. We are now in round 80. I'm thinking we're in pretty good shape here for this. Whoa, uh-oh. Except we... Okay, no, we did. Wow. There was a second there, I didn't think that was going to work, and we have to keep going. But yeah. So we got 8.5 billion. In my opinion, that's the optimal way to do it, is the cheese house or the turtle really early on to just ramp up your gold and your multipliers early is the way to do it. We could then go to endless mode, where you're just... the score just keeps getting crazy and you just run out of hell, you know, it just gets buck wild and you got to start doing crazy multipliers to survive, because the number keeps going up, and if your numbers don't keep going up, you just lose. And, you know, and then the shops still exist and all that. But yeah, the round numbers just keep getting crazier and crazier. Yeah. Oh yeah, and so we could replace one of these with one of these. And then all the same items that we just saw. But I think I want to hit end game. Then So let's see. We got some time left on stream. I could show another one of the supervisors, maybe. Let's see. Criminal Tony has the black market in there. That's pretty fun. You start with 200 coins. You can't get more coins. CEO Tony is kind of fucked in a way that I'm real into. Let's try. I've only won twice with CEO Tony. Let's see. Let's see how I do with CEO Tony. It kind of doesn't matter what I'm doing here right off the bat, other than not dying. I do want to hit. Yeah, I do want to hit that, but if we can get to the store. So no matter what we do, we don't get any coins back, right? So like, yeah, you want to. You don't want to just eat food just to eat food. You don't want to buy items just to buy items. Although I can't even fucking get some good bounces going here. Holy shit. I might have to restart this. Yep, gonna restart it. Okay. Can't even get to the store. Some bad bounces there, some bad luck. That helps me out some. Some of that was my own fault, probably. Probably got a little tilted. But sometimes that's how the Nubby bounces. Sometimes Nubby just gets in your way. You can't do shit. But yeah, I think the method for this one is like, okay, we're always going to want a squid. We get a squid, right? We always want to unlock here. We now have 175 left. But we always want to unlock. I don't want any of these items, so I'm not going to get any of these items. I don't want any of these. I'm not going to get them. I do want the shish kebab. Right now it doesn't do anything, but it will. We do want this because I do want to re-roll here. I don't want any of these items. I do want the shish kebab because it's going to be benefiting us in the future. So we get that. I don't want to spend the 11 gold to just get some more stuff. It's not worth it to me. So right now, I kind of have to hope that we can get to the next round without losing too many lives, and I can get the next time. But yeah, this round here, like, I can hit those buttons. I'm not getting any of this gold if I hit them. Doesn't matter to me. I mean, I do want to get restocks because I would like to have the numbers go up, but really I'm just surviving until I get some loot. Yeah, we'll do this. We don't have anything right now, but we'll do it. That's the better perk, in my opinion. All right, we're back in the store. Any of these items good? No. This item's good. Right now, cheese house always good early on. We want the cheese house. We'll take it. It doesn't really affect our board, but we'll take it. We do want to eat this. And this is what we want. We want the crazy straw. And we're going to duplicate the crazy straw. That's good. Anything here? Yeah, well, this is what we definitely want. We want Jack's again as well. Great. And nothing. Okay, great. We have now used almost half our gold by round 10 of the gold we will have the entire game. So, but we can get some restocks going here now early on. Maybe cheese house wasn't even the right call here, but it is the call we made, and I think it's all right to go for that. That's the goal. All right. We should probably actually put this here and put that there, because now these go off in the first round. Almost get 2 of those going off right in the first round. He was okay. Oh. Yeah, if you do the highest peg, that goes off, so. Okay. We do want to spend gold on the Grabatron. Oh yeah, also selling items doesn't give us any gold, so there's no point in getting gold, getting items we don't want. Eventually we will sell this just for space, but right now we're okay. Keeping it there. Get some stuff going off. We should also probably be... Ooh, that was good. Hitting that. And that. Yep. It was good. I'm going to experiment here with swapping this with that and getting double jacks right off the bat. Yeah, double jacks off the bat is probably the best way to go. Okay. That feels all right. It's just about survival. All right. Jake the Snake is really good. I would use that the whole game, so we will take Jake the Snake. And I will duplicate Jake the Snake, because that also sounds real good. So I'll put that in 2. So we hit the highest peg. These go off. The highest peg we can't even hit anyway. So I want to put that there. Might as well hit this. Yeah. Double Jakes seem pretty good. Double it up. Hit it. Yep, that's good. I would be happy with another squid. This is what we're doing. Well, this is feeling good. We still have 110 gold. Force trigger, all first peg popped. Which we could, just only that right now. And if nobody dies, you do this stuff again. Yeah, that seems good. We'll keep that. We'll go with that one. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty okay about this one. Yeah. We'll see how it goes, right? This might wash out, right? We might get a few times where the Jakes don't go off and we're not getting multipliers and it just kind of fucks up, but right now, pretty good. Pretty good. Oh. Like that, like there. Well, that didn't work out because we didn't hit the top, so these didn't go off. And the doubles happened. Okay, doubles happened here. That's good. Nice. It is weird to play this game with a fixed number of gold to start and not having the gold increase as you do well. It is a weird feeling. All right. We do want to have a double straw. That's real good. We do want to have a double jack. That's real good. Do I want any of these other items? No. Do I want... Ooh, I do want this. I do want to eat the avocado. I do want to have some of the rare items increase. So that's good. And I do want to do that. And I do want to do that. Oh, I've just realized that these have not been triggering because you can't force trigger these. So I do need... I will put this in slot 7 just for now unless I get an item that's better. But I do need something in slot 7. Otherwise, this perk has just not been going off. It's bad. And then I have to remember... Then I have to decide. Do I want, when Nubby dies, one of these to automatically go off? Or do I want... Yeah, I want to swap that. Okay, I'll swap these. I'll let this happen. And I want this to go off a bunch. Okay. All right. Yeah, all right. We have 72 gold. It's not a lot, but it's something. But this is worth 10 gold, I would say. All right, we'll hit that there. Double it up. Ooh, real nice. Okay. Number go up. Crazy restocks. Get the numbers real big. Okay. Survived. I don't care. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is. Oh, there we go. We did hit it. When these don't go off, it doesn't feel great. Oh, okay. We can force it. Yeah. All right. So we've got to remember now. We do at least want to hold like 12 golds because I do want to go every time I can go to the black market. I want to go to the black market. So we do need to have some gold in order to get the key. So we do want to keep some gold in our pockets. I fucked this up before. Force triggers one random item. That's great. Yeah. Yes, that's excellent. But I have messed this up before where I haven't another jack. Yeah, another jack sounds good. Put it over here. This is not worth it. This is not worth the 8 gold. So I'm not going to get it. Are these worth... Yeah, these are worth it. We're now really going to have that jack go off at the end. We are almost at the point where I am done buying things. I have one slot I'd be happy to fill with something from the black market, but we are almost at the point now where I can't spend any more gold, which is wild to say on round 30. But that's what makes this challenge, in my opinion, interesting, and why I've only beaten it a couple times, twice, I think. Because it's like, there's a lot of extra strategy in this one. It sounds broken, because it's like, oh wow, you can just get all this gold at the beginning, but then you're like, oh wait, no, you run out of gold. Like, I don't track how much gold I spend in a normal game, so it's just like, oh fuck. Alright, this is going good. Our perks are working well for our items. This is doing work. I would like to upgrade the jack, and I do have an empty spot. So we can upgrade the jack. Okay, so I think the next time we go to the store, it'll be, or we can try to get the black market. So we do want to keep some gold for that. None of this is stuff I want here. I don't want any of this. I think I do want one more shish kebab. Yeah, I think I'm done with the shish kebab. I think 7 of them is more than enough. The items that I am looking for are an upgrade of squid in the item thing. I'm not going to purchase these. I'm looking for an upgrade from squid. And I am looking for maybe 3D glasses. And maybe the pyramid. And then I also need to save some gold for the black market, because you can't always get the key right away. Sometimes you have to get an item that's on top of it. So I might have maybe, I'm thinking now I probably shouldn't have bought that last kebab, but what are you gonna do? It's in the past. It happened. Now we just need to get to round 80, basically. But yeah, if I see a squid, I will buy the squid. That's worth 10 coins, no matter what. If I see... Yeah, if I see glasses, I'm definitely buying those. And then, yeah, I'm hoping that the black market is coming up. When the black market really gets us something good. Nothing that I want. Nothing that I want to buy here. Okay. So, yeah. Alright. Well, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Hell yeah. Something. It doesn't have to be fancy. We just need to survive. Yeah, we do. Great. Okay, we don't want that one. Do we have any first peg items that is not that? We might get one. We'll take this. We'll take the zombie perk just in case we get one. I don't know. Maybe we'll get the 3D glasses. That'd be pretty good. Let's get the number going up here. Get our crazy restocks. Get this number up. Yeah, that's low. Not bad, but it's low. Oh. That did not work out. Yep, okay, so we are very dependent on Jake the Snake, or Jake the Snakes going off. And if they don't, we're in trouble. Oof. That worked at least. I should have this stuff memorized. I don't remember when the next market is. And that's wild, but... Okay, yeah, none of this is stuff we want. I guess if we get to the store right before the 80, I think there's 78 or 79, there's the store. Well, if we get the number marked here and we have gold left, I'll try to get more of the kebabs. I guess that's the easy thing to do, or the smart thing to do. Come on, Come on. Come on. Get to the 131. Hit the 131. Come on. You know you want to. Hit the 131. Oh, you didn't hit the... Okay, you did. Good. The death triggers made that work out okay. Okay. One do... Twice one popped. Yeah, okay. So we do want to hit those. Get those. Hit that. Hit that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Love to see that. Really, at this point, I mean, we're in survival mode because we don't care about gold. But hey, when the number goes up, it's great when the number goes up. We love that. We love seeing the number go up. So we got some loot here. 20 pegs, summons. First pegs item and ob number slots. So this negates that. We'll hit that. We'll hit this. We'll hit that in the very beginning. I like waffle and I like eggy. You get double summons that way. Yeah, we'll do waffle perk. We'll do the waffle perk. Okay. All right. All right. We don't want any of this. Don't want any of this. I don't want that right now. I want to save my gold. Yeah, I might be fucking up here, but kind of want to save my gold for when getting at least one more visit to the black market. Okay. Booker party. Sure. Drink some water here. Which Tony is this? I don't think I've unlocked him yet. What is this guy's name? I'm sorry, I forget this Tony's name. It is the Tony where you start with, I think it's CEO Tony, I want to say. This is the Tony where you start with 200 gold and you never earn gold. You just never earn it in anything you do. And when you try to sell an item, when you restock, you just never get gold again. But from the very beginning, you have 200 gold. This is a fun, weird challenge. All right, so we needed 12 gold to get this because we can't reach that. So we did need 12 gold. So I am glad that we saved some gold. And I'll show you because we haven't had this here. Sell for 0 gold. Now we get this. Now, what am I hoping for? I am hoping for another Jake the Snake so we can upgrade Jake the Snake. Maybe the Cosmo Blasts. Like, there's a few things that I would like. We'll see when we get there. We now have 8 gold to our name, so we're never upgrading Squid because we're never going to have the money for it. But we could upgrade Cheese House, I guess. I don't know. I don't really need to upgrade Cheese House at this point, but we could. So yeah, right now we are just trying to survive till the last round. But we'll see what we get in the market. Whoop. In the black market. That could really change things for us. It could solidify our run, or it could make it just a little harder. But we won't know until now. All right. I think we gotta upgrade Jake. I think that's the thing we've got to do here. Now Jake has a 1 in 2 chance to double all pegs and a 1 in 4 chance to double all pegs twice. And there's also the 1 in 2 because this is not upgraded. Gonna be real good. So yeah. And you're asking yourself, well, Pat, all you really need to do is just the 1. You just need to clear 1 time, right? Well, reminder. Oh, Jesus. All right, so we have, we're moving slot 2 to slot 4. Boss round, I hate this thing. The thing to remember is that when we reach the final boss, he's got the laser eyes that take your stuff down to 1, so we really need to get multiplier going, like, really early. Otherwise, we'll just lose. Yeah, and we don't have anything in slot 2, so that we can put this back into slot 2. And we do want the chaotic perk, because that's just really good. And we don't have... We only have one Nubby dies item that I don't really care about it, so we'll do that again. All right, we're round 61 here. Okay, this should be good for us. Yeah, so you know, this gets us our high score going, which is nice. Gets our restocks going a lot, which just makes the number go up. But really, we are just looking to have cool multipliers to beat CEO Tony in the end. I think it's CEO Tony. My apologies, I can't remember exactly which one, but I believe that's CEO Tony's name. Yeah, so now we're just hitting stuff. Just hitting a lot of stuff. What's this do? 470%. That's real good. Oh yeah, and then when we don't multiply, we just probably lose the round. So I think it was the right choice to double up Jake the Snake. That was the way to go, even though we have an empty slot. Because really, if we fill this up and then we run into the boss round again, then we're going to lose something good. I mean, actually, we'll lose Cheese House, so it's not necessarily good. So none of this is worth it, and we don't have any money for it. If we buy this, we get a reroll, but then we only have 4 gold, so none of this is stuff we want. I don't know what we'll put into 4. I think the only thing is maybe upgrade Cheese House, maybe. I don't know what we would... I don't know what we're going to spend this last 8 gold on, but we'll see. There might be something. Maybe another Jax. Maybe we'll just get another Jack for 6. But we'll look. We'll still look. Oh yeah, we can't afford to upgrade the squid, but you know, we'll see. Hitting this because I want this to just keep going up every time that we restock the die. This crazy straw is at 520. It's now at 530. So yeah, just number go up. We love it. Okay, so we can move something else to be in slot 6 so that this goes off when Nubby dies. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, so we'll put this here, we'll put this here. Now, what do we want to go off? I do like that a lot going off there, 2 times each. Thank you for the follow, Broadcastle Hour. Appreciate that. I guess let's just get that. Isn't worth it. We're taking this loot, but I don't know what goes in slot 6 then. I mean, I guess Crazy Straw goes in slot 6. That's the right call. And we'll put this in here just to give us a few more points, I guess. I guess that's the call. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we want Crazy Straw to go again. Ooh, maybe we want, you know what? Maybe we want this to go and that to go there. Yeah, let's try that. I guess we're buying 2-headed turtle. Yeah, we're buying 2-headed turtle, and then we'll have 2-headed turtle. You know, lowest peg gives equal to that. You get 1,000 points. I think we're, yeah, I think that's the only thing. We now have 0 gold. We're at round 70 at this point. I just don't think we're going to get anything better, so we might as well do that. And then we'll see how we feel about, you know, going through all this here. All right, we're surviving here. That was pretty good. We're not hitting fast, which might be troublesome, is that we're not getting to our goal quickly. We're not hitting the goal really quickly, which is probably an issue. And a normal thing. This one we certainly did. Normal, we're not really hitting it right away. And that could be troublesome. Because that gives chance for the lasers to take away our points. which is not good. There we go. That worked. We will have plenty of lives to hit what we need at the end, so we'll see. We are very close to hitting. We'll probably go past 11. See it? Here you go. Now the squid that showed up. If it had showed up, 20 rounds ago, I would get it. I don't have the gold for it. No point in getting that. But yeah, we have a decent shot because we will have 5 attempts at Tony. So we do have a chance here. If we can get the high number and get this to go off, the crazy straw to go off first, I think it's a pretty good chance that we'll get this going. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. We're close. All right. Let's see. And now we can go to the store. We don't have any money, so go away. This is round 79. This is the second to last one here. Watch we get really caught up here. No, we're good. Okay. All right. So let's see. Final boss. Blood drops will rapidly rain down from above. I said lasers. They're blood drops. Whatever. First peg they come in contact with, they will have it. So it's this version of the boss. We didn't do it. We did not do it. We did it. We did it. They can't take our multiplier away from us. We have the 1x. We cleared it. We passed the goal. They can't take that from us. We did it. Okay. It was that boss. I was a little worried. Our high score was 1.6 billion. So we managed to make it okay. And then you can see we earned 0 coins. We had only 4 board clears because we weren't really going for that. That was a really good run. I am happy to have a good run with that one. But you can see, I'm just going to triple check here. That is CEO Tony. Yes. Start game with 200 coins. You cannot gain more coins. Criminal Tony, I is a bitch. Item and perks are randomized at the start of the run. Baloney Tony, I can't believe I did well on. I struggle with that one a lot. Hunter Tony, I think is fine. You can't get coins from restocks. Hunter Tony is basically that one level with the pyramid at the bottom, like a couple levels in Peggle. They just made it more like Peggle. But I did get lucky on that one. That one's hard. You really need to be careful of what items you're buying because you almost never have enough gold for anything. Glass Tony, you only get 2 lives. But item triggers go off twice, so you can kind of get nuts with it. I've only won once, but as you can see, I had 84 billion points. Mutant Tony is kind of cool. I've gotten lucky with that. An item has 2 different triggers, and either one could go off. And then Gobloni, you reserve 3 coins per restock instead of 1. You can get 200, but you lose 2 lives when you lost Tony. You can see I did very well one time with that, but most of the time when I do the Goblin version of Tony, it just sucks ass. Most of the time, because you end up just like getting a bad run and losing all your lives. I'm going to go to this screen because there is I do not know the percentage chance, but every once in a while, when you hit quit, a fart noise happens. We didn't get the fart noise. I don't know the percentage of when you get the fart noise, but I know it happens. So I was like, well, let me try it and see. That run felt good. This whole stream felt good. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I know I've streamed Nubby's Number Factory before. I know it's not the new hotness, but I really like it. And so I wanted to play it. We're going to raid. That is how we end every stream around here. If it's not 100%, then that's a negative for me. I understand. I also love Nubby. Lord Crash and I get it. Sometimes, the fart noise doesn't happen all the time. It is surprising every time it does. But yeah, you know, we're gonna raid. We're gonna go find somebody doing cool stuff and go hang out with them. Who should we raid tonight? They're gonna wrap up, I bet, any minute now. So we're not gonna go raid Loading Ready Run because they end usually around this time, exactly this time. I don't know. I don't know where to go raid. Who should we go hang out with? You know what? We haven't done this in a while. Let's go to Giant Bomb Forever. Giant Bomb Forever is currently has an Unprofessional Fridays from 2015, and that's just a weird thing to say out loud. But we'll go hang out with the fine folks at Giant Bomb Forever. Watch some old Giant Bomb content. It's a good 24/7 channel if you're unfamiliar. If you don't know the Giant Bomb folks, the blinking white guy is currently on the screen. So you can see the guy what did the meme that you know, which is a hilarious thing, but also great to say to people that don't know Giant Bomb. It's like, oh, the blinking white white guy GIF came from that channel. And they're like, oh, cool. We're going to go raid, and then hey, come back Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm all out of words. Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm working on a cool model kit that keeps frustrating me, but it does look cool, but it also frustrates me. And we'll talk about a bunch of things then, too. Thanks so much, everybody. I'll see you in the future. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.